but now you do. Now you do. Now she sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Thursday, July 30th. My guest today, Nixie Hnetkovsky from Frontier Community College. She is the genius professor in biology and all kinds of different life sciences, as well as the genius professor on the volleyball court, right?
Right.
Exactly right. But we're going to talk about a wide variety of stuff today. Frontier volleyball. We're going to talk about recruiting, what the NJCAA is going to do, and all kinds of different things here on today's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. I do appreciate you tuning in each and every day, however you're doing it, on YouTube. We've got that link on through the Facebook thing. Go on Facebook, go and hit like on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, or just turn it on your TV. Easy peasy, easy to do. What's going on around the area? What do you want to do today? There is one thing going on today up in Effingham. Well, actually at the marina there on Lake Sarah. It's at Pinky's, and Pinky's they're going to have a big acoustic debut at Pinky's. Josh Holland is going to play tonight at Pinky's. Start about 6 o'clock. Go for a couple or 3 hours, and Josh will be playing. I've heard him play. Plus, it does a pretty nice job. This is his first time at Pinky's. Again, they'll have, of course, that's outdoors. You have social distancing and all kinds of things wherever you want to go. So plenty of safety up there. Go check it out. That'll be fun. This is National Chili Dog Day, July 30th, on the last Thursday of July. Hot dog lovers across the United States start topping their hot dogs with delicious chili to celebrate National Chili Dog Day. This actually wraps up National Hot Dog Month. The chili dog brings the heat to finish the month. You can add your own onions, cheese, chili sauce, whatever you want for more variety. But with a hot dog, the condiments, of course, are endless. Also known as a chili dog, or a parconi dog, or a chili con carne. The first person to make a chili dog probably tried it around the start of the 20th century. Even then, it was likely a meat and tomato sauce and not the full-on fire hose chili like folks will see today in this day and age. Chili dogs are a meal all their own. Grab one whenever you're at a ballpark, or, well, you can't grab one at a ballpark right now, but set up your own chili dog bar and invite friends over. Chili dog, look, I've even got a dog. There's There's some information about how many calories in an all-beef chili dog with cheese. That's not that high. You 380 calories. You're looking probably 200 or 300 fewer than a hamburger, aren't you? Mm-hmm. See, now you're the life sciences expert.
Right.
Is a chili dog going to be healthier than a cheeseburger?
I think they're probably equal. Yeah.
How about chili dog with French fries with cheese on top and chili on top of everything? Okay, that's very healthy, right?
Very healthy, in moderation. You just push it over the edge, Bruce.
That's no longer moderation,
no,
is it?
that hit it out of the park.
Yeah, well, it's to each their own.
But I do have to tell you, I've been reading a lot this summer because I've had more time. And on calories, you need 80% from good sources, healthy sources, 20% from not so good, like a chili dog.
Sure, like fat.
Yeah, because that helps you keep on track with healthy eating, because you're treating yourself once in a while. So.
No kidding.
Yeah, seriously.
So basically, the 80-20 is kind of a mind thing.
Yeah. Because a lot of times what we try to do is we try to stick to this really regimental, restrictive diet, and we can't. Because we go to birthday parties and we go out to eat, and so they say 80-20.
I do 80-20 all the time. 80-20 every time. I've been 80-20 forever. 80-20 bad, 80 bad, 20 good. I'm good with that.
We need to work with that.
I need a little bit of extra assistance. Speaking of days, this is also, oops, I put the wrong picture up there. This is also a Chili National Cheesecake Day. National Cheesecake Day on July 30th. This offers a slice of one of America's favorite desserts. Order up a slice of cheesecake with your favorite topping, get it delivered or make it at home. National Cheesecake Day. When it comes to cheesecake histories, you can look all the way back to ancient Greece. A form of the dessert comes up in a recipe that they served to the athletes back then. It's been found that the earliest attested mention of a cheesecake is by the Greek physician Egamus, who wrote a book on the art of making cheesecakes. James Kraft, you folks, you've heard the name Kraft. That's where it comes from. James Kraft developed a form of pasteurized cream cheese in 1912, and in 1928, Kraft acquired the Philadelphia trademark and marketed the pasteurized Philly cream cheese. Today, cheesecake makers use this brand probably more than any other. Other good types of cheesecake: New York style, Pennsylvania Dutch style, Philadelphia style. I've got 8 more styles here, and I don't have a clue what the difference is between. What's the difference between a Chicago style cheesecake and a New York style cheesecake? One of them fluffy or something?
I have no idea.
A Cludus style cheesecake? You ever heard of a Kludys?
I try not to classify my food. I just eat it, enjoy it.
That's thinking. There you go. She's a thinker. That's exactly right. This is also National Father-in-Law Day. Happy National Father-in-Law Day on July 30th. This recognizes your spouse's father annually. Dedicate some time to your father-in-law. Maybe on this day, my father-in-law will often come over to my house, and he brings the saw, and he helps cut down limbs.
Perfect.
For me, so I appreciate my father-in-law. Does a wonderful job for me. Other than being a loving and healthy father-in-law, of course, and he helped provide my wife. So happy Father-in-Law Day to everyone out there. So if you don't have a father-in-law, just think about one. Who knows? What else is today? Today is also what's on Wabash. Let's see, what do you want to do? There's television on today. Guess what is back tonight? The NBA. NBA comes back this evening. The Utah Jazz take on the New Orleans Pelicans. That's at 5:30 tonight on TNT, channel 633, and that'll be followed up by the Clippers versus the Lakers. LA Clippers taking on the Lakers at 8 o'clock tonight, TNT. That's the good thing. One of the only good things about this doggone pandemic is the basketball is going to be in an hour, then we can watch it.
Awesome.
All the Clippers and Lakers games, they're not going to start at like 10 o'clock. They're going to start at 8 o'clock, so you'll be able to see those. Like I said, Clippers-Lakers on TNT tonight, channel 633. Horse racing this afternoon, America's Day at the Racing, Fox Sports 2, channel 219. That's noon to 5. And finally, baseball, a couple of games for you tonight. The Indians at the Twins, and that's on regular Fox, so check your local listings. And Fox Sports 1 at 8:45 tonight, the Padres are in San Francisco taking on the Giants. That's Nixie Hnetkovsky. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be back right after this for Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help. With auto insurance.
See me, Alex Atwood in Sisney, for your insurance and financial needs.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Morning, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Appreciate you tuning in. Right over there, that is Nixie Hnetkovsky. She is the coach of the Frontier Community College Bobcat Volleyball squad, entering year number 2. How about that?
Year number 2.
Yeah. All right. I got to ask you now. We talked last year. It was before your first year as head coach.
Right.
Right. And you had been a volleyball coach for high school kids for quite some time, and you'd been an assistant at the college level, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. For a short time, yeah.
For a short time. Did you have a good time? What did your record end up? How much fun did you have your first year?
Well, we had more fun than our record did.
Well, that's good.
We did. Our final record was 10-29.
Okay.
And so disappointing, but when we look back at the record, we only won 4 games in the first 2/3 of the season and won 6 in the last third. So I told the girls, as long as we're improving, that's what I'm interested in.
Well, now, wait a minute. The last third of the season, that's when you're playing on the road for the most part, too.
Yeah. Probably the biggest lesson I learned last year, Bruce, was you've got to build that team connection early, and you've got basically 3.5 weeks to do it before you start the season. And so there's a rhythm to your schedule. You're working with new people who not only don't know you, but they don't know each other.
Right.
So by the time you get to that back half of your season, that's when you're really firing on all.
That's something that people may not. If you, we've been doing volleyball here on Wabash Catch TV for a couple of years on television now, and I hadn't seen a volleyball game in person before we started doing that again. I hadn't seen a volleyball game in person since college, and you probably don't realize, or folks may not realize how much teamwork is actually involved in creating a winning volleyball team. The amount of teamwork involved is just amazing in comparison to other sports, isn't it?
It is.
Whereas basketball can be maybe individual, and baseball you do your individual skills, but volleyball, it's all teamwork, right?
It requires everybody, all 6 people on the court, working together and communicating, and probably the communication part is even more important than the skill set that you bring to the team. Yeah, and so because if you don't know what I'm doing, if we haven't communicated a play beforehand, and then if it changes because the pass wasn't there or whatever, everybody has to know plan B. Everybody has to know what's on the other side of the net. And one thing that I love about our program is I have Spanish speakers coming in as well as English speakers.
Oh, okay.
And so communication between them is an evolvement too.
Right.
Because we've got to understand one another, and sometimes we don't. So.
Do the kids, now you had that last year as well, right? You had some kids who mainly spoke Spanish, because we had some of them on the show, and we would have them again this year, but they haven't come to school yet.
Right.
There are some, there's some Corona issues too, that things have been delayed. How about that? Things have been delayed a little.
Things have been delayed.
That's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah.
And we'll know more about it later. But whenever you're trying to meld English-speaking kids who may not even have taken Spanish class in high school, along with the Spanish-speaking kids, how big of an adjustment is it? Do you have some kids that try to pick up the language, the other team's language? I'm guessing, since the Spanish-speaking kids are thrown into an environment of almost 99.9% English-speaking, they're trying to pick up the English more than the English-speaking or trying to pick up the Spanish. But I would think it'd be really a boon for your English-speaking kids to try to pick up some Spanish.
Oh, yeah. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
They taught us Spanish, and we taught them English. And it's really kind of interesting because when you listen to at least our team on the court, you'll hear a mixture of all of that in plays, just in conversation with each other.
Really?
So it's really interesting. It's a whole different vibe.
Did you speak any Spanish before you started working with the young ladies?
Very little.
Really?
Very little.
Un poco.
Yeah.
Hey, I took it in high school. I know a little. Mi lápiz es amarillo.
See, my
pencil is yellow.
Gross. Oh, okay. My favorite phrase to tell them is no habla español. So when we're on the court, the rule is no Spanish. Of course, they do lapse into Spanish.
Sure.
And so anyway, I'm always on the side saying no habla español, and they're continuing. So but it's a great environment for both to be in, because where are you going to go that you are not going to have to adapt to something different? So.
Well, and that's cool for the. I think that must be a real nice bit of learning and a real nice bit of diversification for both sides, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. And one thing that we're starting this year is I now have a mentor family program in place.
Oh, really?
Yes. I started it because I wanted the girls from Puerto Rico to have some support here in case they couldn't get a hold of me or Jan Wiles, our athletic director, in case of emergency, but also to just help them to experience our area.
To assimilate.
Exactly. And away from the team. There's things they don't get to experience because they're with us.
Yeah.
And so I think it's good for them to be a part of the community, and so I'm excited. I'm excited.
Are you? Have you found families in the community, or you are? I was going to say, are you looking for some still? I mean, there are probably families in the community that speak a lot of Spanish. I know with the restaurants in Fairfield and the restaurants up around the area, there's probably plenty of for that matter, there are probably migratory workers that come in and out too.
Yeah, I didn't have any problem finding families.
Is that right?
And in fact, I had more than enough. And so I hope that, I'm sure we'll be successful. All the families are excited. The girls are excited. And I hope that it's something that maybe will expand, to more athletes. We've got lots of baseball players from all over the world.
Well, yeah, you have French Canadians for crying out loud, along with
it's exciting.
Yeah, along with the Puerto Rican players and the Dominican players that have been coming in. That is a very exciting chance for folks to get to know another culture too, isn't it?
Yes.
That is Nixie Hnetkovsky. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be back right after this. We may actually talk more volleyball.
Maybe.
We may talk biology. I don't know. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Back to next right after this. Please do stick around.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. We can help your whole family from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. We offer high-quality herbal supplements for adults and children, as well as CBD oil. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. Stop by and see us on the square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
I'm a bunch of wind, and just like your stomach after that strip mall sushi, I'm a bit unpredictable. Let's redecorate. What's the matter, Tanya? I thought you loved being spontaneous. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, I might break the bank too. So get Allstate.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. In Salem, call Brandy Drinkpool.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full-service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Morning, folks. folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Nixie Hnetkovsky is here. She's the head coach of the Frontier Bobcat volleyball squad. And fingers crossed. We're crossing fingers here.
Crossing fingers.
We're thinking we're going to get to the court. You're going to get to the court pretty soon,
yes.
Right?
Yes. NJCAA has moved our competitive season, which is the fall season, to start in January. So we're now going to be playing in spring. Fall will be scrimmage and practice.
Okay. So the girls will be on campus. The players will be on campus pretty soon, nevertheless.
Right. We will start practice on Monday. And my girls are starting to move in, even from here locally. If they're staying in Fairfield, they'll start moving in this week. So.
You talked about the importance of and how the last third of the season worked out a little bit better than the first 2/3 last season, and the importance of team building. How does one? Like you say, you're from the construct that you're used to, people having played together their whole lives. How does one meld in 3 weeks a squad together? Are there specific team building exercise you can do, or what? How does that work?
Well, it involves food, lots of food. Seriously, these girls can eat.
There's nothing wrong with lots of food.
But I found that the more personal contact and information and relationship they had with each other, the more they were willing to do on the court with each other. So, for instance, one thing that I started from day one was after home games, we eat together. A lot of times parents will still be there, but I still insist that we eat together because it's around the table that you talk and you laugh and you figure stuff out, and you teach me a funny Spanish phrase and I'm going to teach you English, and it really bonded our team together. So this year we're going to do a few other things where I'm going to put them into pairs and eventually squads so that, again, they form personal relationships. They can help each other in classes. That's another way that they can not only help each other, but they learn something other than volleyball,
right?
Which helps volleyball.
Well, it helps, I guess, that the interpersonal relationship, as it gets more tight, it would have to help on the court, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. What happens off the court is going to feed what's on the court. Because if I don't like you during the day, in class, on campus, wherever, then I'm probably not going to work well with you on the court.
You know, and you like to hope. You always like to hope that you can leave off court. Yeah. But these kids they're 19 and 20 years old and 21 years old. They adults can't leave things off the court, let alone the 22, 21-year-old student athletes sometimes.
Exactly. Well, and really, in adulthood, we work with people, and then when you have away from work events that you attend together and you have fun and you're laughing and you learn personal information about a family or whatever, that then helps your working relationship.
Yeah.
So it's really the same thing that we find in sports. So
that's fascinating to me how that you mentioned and you know me, Nixie, I grab onto things as people are talking and they kick me off. The parents.
Yes.
You said even while the parents are there, you guys are eating dinner. Are the parents included into those? That's kind of what I was wondering. And I guess there's good reason for that because this is a team building thing, right?
Exactly. And even in traveling, because we do have local girls playing with us, we travel to the game as a team and we travel home as a team. We eat as a team, and now if we are traveling and we stop, parents are welcome to come with us and be with us. But they added to our team idea, really, because they knew that was the goal, and so then they would get to know the other girls, and so it wasn't this family sitting here and this family sitting here. It was all together.
That's good. That's great that you can get that you can get the parents involved to an extent in helping build the team camaraderie. I'm fascinated also by the last third of the season playing better away from home. That's really strange to me because. Are there fewer do you get a better chance to concentrate on the road? Is that what is happening, you think?
I think that's part of it, but I really believe in our season last year, it was just the simple fact that we had built those relationships. We were working better together. We were more strategic. We trusted each other more in those plays. You know, at this level, everybody's good. Everybody's strategic. So you have to be ready to adapt and change and think outside of the box, try new things. But that takes trust between you and I.
Yeah, sure.
Because I need to know what you're doing, and we're gonna run with it. And this is another thing. We're in a culture of perfection.
Right.
And we have to get over that. It's a point.
Yeah.
Try something for a point.
That, you know, you can't win every point. You have to try something to get better, right?
Yeah. I'm constantly telling the girls.
There's 25 points. You can lose 24 of them.
We can do this. But you know, if I have a player that's really hitting well on the outside, once in a while, you've got to go to the other stations. Otherwise, their defense knows the whole time who they're going to.
Yeah.
So you have to not train them.
Yeah.
You know, really, you're training their defense if you continually use certain players. You know.
Have to be ready to adapt.
Exactly.
And like you say, if they realize that some particular player is used to playing, say, a left outside hitter, and they go to the right side and they're only using their left hand, they're not gonna be coming in from the outside and bombing. So they know where to stand and where to jump. Then, right?
You're a coach.
I am not a coach.
Give away my secrets.
I don't mean to get. All right. I quit that. I'll get off of that for the time being. Tell me about recruiting. How do you go about finding young ladies? Do you go down to Puerto Rico yourself, or how does this work?
Well, I do all of that online.
Do you?
I do all that online. I have some really great contacts down there, and they are coming to know our program. Not only what we're doing up here, but through the players themselves, because they work in kind of like an agent. So, and then here locally, I go to a lot of summer games, which I didn't get to go to this year. But
there weren't so many, were there?
No, there were none.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, most of the away from here locally recruiting that I do, it's all online.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
So. Do you ever run into the, I tell you what, let's do. Let me finish. I had this thing kind of quit on me, so let me get this back going. I'm going to ask you a question about when we return. I want to know if you ever get any guff about not bringing enough local players in.
Okay.
Because, I mean, there are. I know years ago that question did come up, and I don't know if it still does. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. I've got Nixie Hnetkovsky here, and we are talking Frontier Community College volleyball. We'll be back right after this, talk more volleyball, and we'll be right back.
Are you needing to advertise or promote your business or special event? At Meager Sign & Graphics, they can print and install laminated vinyl on all sizes of metal, PVC, and plastic sign material. Meagers offers all types of vinyl options with professional installation on your vehicles, walls, and windows, or just about anything else you would like to be personalized. Meagers also offers all sizes of PVC and mesh banners. Meagers is now able to offer LED message centers. Stop in or call Kevin Blank or Danny King at Meager Sign & Graphics for all your lettering and advertising needs.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Welcome to Zinc Building Center. My dad and Ryan work here. They sell lumber, paint, doors, windows, plumbing, electrical, and much more. Oh yeah, they sell guns too. Zinc Building Center on Route 45 and Wolfsville. It's a cool place.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Nixie Hnetkovsky is here. She is the volleyball coach down at Frontier Community College. And I mentioned before I went to break, Nixie, we were getting to the tough questions. Mm-hmm. We're getting to the tough questions.
Getting to the tough questions.
No, not really. You know, having played volleyball here in Southern Illinois, having played and coached with Linda Oxby, a legend in the sport in Southern Illinois, you know the level of volleyball play in this area is outstanding. Whereas in football, you know, you can look to Central and Northern Illinois. Mm-hmm. In the state of Illinois in volleyball, you can look to the Metro East. You can look to this pocket in the Southeast. You look up to Chicago, because in the middle it's not that good, as good. Generalizing here, Mount Pulaski, don't come get me. Generalizing, T-Town, don't come get me. What do you tell the folks who say, you know, why are you bringing in somebody from elsewhere? Why not just recruit down here?
Well, there's several schools of thought here. One of them, I do believe that there is talent and skill here in the area. Mm-hmm. I know, especially for volleyball, for the reasons you just talked about, and constantly improving. I mean, you just have to look at Fairfield.
Yeah.
You know, Fairfield's exponentially
Chet's
growing.
Got them rolling.
Oh man. So I have a whole field of people to choose from, and happy to do it. The other side of this coin is Frontier is Division II in volleyball.
Right.
Okay, so we can't give the kinds of scholarships that the other area colleges do. So there's competition there, mm-hmm. and so those other colleges give bigger packages financially.
Right.
And so there's a choice.
Right.
So sometimes I don't get the players locally because of that.
Yeah.
And I understand that. Bottom line is it's about education. If
Right.
they have your program and you can get more money towards that program, why wouldn't you go there?
Yeah.
But I do think, for me, we are a community college, and I want our community to be a part of
Sure.
everything, including our volleyball team.
What do you tell a 15-year-old or a 15-year-old's parents that are, you know, their daughter's going to be, say, you know, 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet tall? How do they? What do you tell someone to? How do they get started? Maybe in looking for colleges. Will colleges find you, or do you need the kids to start looking around a little bit? How's that work?
They need to start looking around, and they need to start early. Very first thing you should do is figure out, as best you can, what are your what career goals do you have?
Right.
What programs are you interested in? Does that particular school have the program? And if so, then do they have a volleyball or softball, whatever program
Right.
you're looking at as far as athletics, and go from there. Okay, so choose your school.
I got to tell you, let me stop you right there, and we'll get to part two. Yeah. But part one you sound exactly what Kevin Green, the football coach at Salem, was talking about, because his son just was recruited, and I asked him what the process is. He says, first thing, find out what you're interested in, and find out if one particular school may have it and some other doesn't. That's since I hear you basically echoing the same thing, that kind of reinforces that's important.
It is important. As a coach, of course, volleyball is very important.
Of course.
But bottom line is, it really is about education.
Yeah.
It really is. So pick that first.
Pick that first. Okay. Then number two.
Number two, find a platform online that you can put your profile on. For instance, there's Field Level.
Right.
And that's where I do almost all of my online recruitment, even for locals. If they're on there, I'm going to see them there.
Fieldlevel.com?
Yes.
I was going to say, somebody else runs Rivals and Scout. It's not it's more of a recruiting program run by somebody else. Is Field Level that kind of thing? Or how does that, or is it more of a run by the players, or how's that run?
The coaches will put the player's profile on there, all kinds of information, and then you'll contact the coach to say, I'm interested in, Jennifer, and then they will check with the player, can I release your personal information, so the coach, the college coach can contact you, and that's where it starts.
Are all high schools using Field Level?
No, they're not.
No kidding.
No, but it's growing. You can have a premium membership, like most things, but you can get almost everything done without that. And so it's a very affordable platform that will get you lots of exposure. So, and there's others.
And exposure's the thing.
100%.
Are the club what is more important as a college coach? What do you look at more, a club volleyball career or a high school volleyball career, or is there really a difference?
There's no difference for me. My biggest thing is I want to make sure that I can connect with a coach so that I can learn more about the player personally. For myself, attitude is number one with me. Again, skill is important.
Sure.
And so most of the time they're going to have videos posted. I'll say, hey, she's a good setter.
Yeah.
But then once I contact the coach, I really want to know, is she a good teammate? Is she coachable? Does she listen? Does she have a temper? Things like that. And then you move on from there.
Then you start each. It's kind of an odd dance, isn't it?
It's a dance. It's a dance. I'm going to call you. You're going to call me. We're going to meet. Maybe not. We're going to be. It's like it's online dating, kind of like.
Yeah. What do you tell a parent whenever they tell me about Frontier Community College?
What do I tell them? Tell them it's a family-oriented campus. Class sizes are small. Your student will get all the help he or she needs. And
that's, by the way, the fascinating thing to me is the assistance from the school. How I know Carrie Halbert used to have the job, and I don't know, is she still have that?
She's still, and it's amazing what she does. Because she literally, whenever there's an issue, instructors are supposed to turn in progress reports. If you haven't come to class for a while, she will track you down.
She will
find you. and she loves to do it, and that's what makes the difference. And that's what I love about the staff and faculty on our campus. They are there because they want to be there. They want to help because they want to help.
Right.
So.
Oh, that's really cool. That's cool. And I'm guessing whenever you are recruiting a particular kid, are you recruiting the parents as much as the kid, or is it something you kind of have to figure out in between?
100%. What I find, and not just with the volleyball program, but in general, students are not necessarily wanting to leave and go a far distance from home anymore. They prefer to stay a little bit closer to home. Parents prefer for them to stay a little bit closer to home. Of course, we are very affordable.
Sure.
And so that's part of it too. So you're definitely courting the parents as much as the players.
And it's a 2-year college. So, but it's a 2-year college where it's, as opposed to like major college where you're signing a 4-year commitment, and it's the college has the opportunity to re-up. The kids can re-up or not, can't they?
For their scholarships, yes.
Yeah.
It's an annual agreement, a letter of interest, and I can. It's interesting. Again, first year learning. I can release you.
Yeah.
And so you still have to sign off in most cases. You still have to sign off to agree to that. But also, yes, you can decide I can't fulfill this contract. Because it is a contract.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's an annual thing.
Are you recruiting girls during the season? I mean, your freshmen, you're kind of recruiting to come back your sophomore year, right?
Sure, yes.
I've got some of those young ladies. Tell me about this person. Who is this?
All right, so this is Kinsey Kolak. She is from Fairfield, and she is a returning sophomore.
Okay. Kinsey get to play a lot last year?
Yes.
I'm guessing everybody that I'm going to play here, everybody I'm going to show here got to play a ton last year, didn't they?
Many of them, yes.
Okay, let's see who we have here.
This is Kyla McWilliams. She is a defensive specialist, and so she played middle back. She's from here in Flora.
Okay.
And asset to the team.
Yeah.
Big asset to the team.
Let's see who this is.
This is Hennessy Santiago.
Hennessy Santiago.
Yes. She played defensive specialist for us last year. She's a go-getter. She is a go-getter. There's no ball that she won't go for. So I look for her to step into perhaps the libero role.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I tell you what, let's do. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about more of the kids coming back as well as some of the new folks. And then we'll talk about Frontier Volleyball and the season. Hopeful season coming up and how they're dealing with it. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Back right after this. Stick around.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Are you tired of searching high and low in those big chain stores to find what you need and deserve some royal treatment? Come to the King, Rural King in Salem. The friendly folks at Rural King will never leave you searching for those hard-to-find items on your list. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, and clothing. Oh, and did I mention we also have everything else, along with all the quality brands that you deserve. Salem Rural King is a proud retailer of the steel product line. Your searching is over when you know the King, Rural King in Salem.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello Hello, folks. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Nixie's here, Coach Nixie Hnetkovsky of the Frontier Bobcats volleyball squad, and we are talking about all kinds of things. We kind of led off talking about some of the folks who are returning from last year. Let me show you another few pictures. You can tell me a little bit about some more of these folks. Who's this young lady?
This is Madison Tiemann. She's from Woodlawn.
Okay.
And she plays outside and she plays all the way around. So she's got a lot to offer our team in not only skill but also leadership. She's very vocal and very inclusive of players. So.
Well, like you were talking about, communication is on the court is a huge thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so you kind of need a coach on the floor type of person out there,
very possible. Much so. And I encourage my team to run their game. You're out there, not me. I'm on the side. You see things, you know things more than I do from sitting on the side. So they are in charge of the plays. They're in charge of changing. Now, I do have,
within
opportunity to maybe change the flow of the game.
Oh, sure.
But no, I put it in their hands.
That makes sense. Let's see, who do we have here? Who's this young lady?
This is Shayla Potts.
Okay.
From Albion.
All right.
I had the pleasure of coaching this young lady through high school.
Yeah, you had her in high school.
So happy to have her. She's our leading setter.
Okay.
And so, a lot of times talking about running the game, a lot of times your setter's got a lot to do with that because only she knows if she can take this pass and put it where the hitter is. So,
sure.
Yeah.
And this young lady?
This is Roxana Vasquez.
Okay.
She's from Puerto Rico. She is a freshman.
Oh, she's a freshman.
Yes,
okay.
She's a freshman. And,
that poor girl didn't get even probably go through graduation or something like that.
Well, she is one that we're not sure exactly when she's coming within the next week because they keep rescheduling their graduation. So.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So she's going to stay for graduation. I think that's really important, and then she'll be here later.
Okay, and I think I've got one more. Who's this young lady?
This is Jaide Masonet.
Okay.
And she played defensive specialist for us last year. And again, I think she'll have a larger role as a sophomore.
Yeah.
With the experience she gained, and she's been working hard. All of them have been working hard this summer, conditioning. And we were doing virtual workouts, Bruce, on Google Classroom.
How do you do a virtual workout on Google? Did somebody put their laptop on the floor or something like that?
Yes.
Do they really?
We Sarah Turner.
Okay.
And, Sarah Turner, she's our athletic trainer, and so she would put the workout together. All of us would log in, and we have many of the girls just use their phones or iPads and or computers, and so we're on there live working out together, and that's a change that I think is going to help that whole relationship communication piece.
Is that a practice that you think even after the pandemic lifts and after once we have a vaccine and people are able to congregate together more, is that something that you see maybe a tool in your toolbox that 6 months ago or 10 months ago you wouldn't have seen the possibility?
Yes. We will definitely be doing this every summer from now on. Especially because my players from Puerto Rico don't have the opportunity to come together with us.
Yeah.
And even the ones here locally, work schedules. I mean, these girls have very busy lives. And so it worked out great because we could meet at 7 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the evening. They attended. Everybody had the opportunity not only to work out, and there's a little bit of accountability there because I see you, and two, they got to know each other. Many of them have established friendships already. So.
Well, that's really good.
Yeah,
that's really cool. One of the things, as part and parcel of recruitment, we talked about how how it's a dance and everybody looks at all kinds. There may be one little thing that you don't that you maybe step in, or that maybe somebody steps in that turns off the whole process. But one thing that folks may not take a look at, may not realize, I guess parents do, but the success of the players that you've had in the organization, and you've got a really good story about one right now, don't you?
Yes, one of our sophomores that just graduated from Frontier. Her name is Ellie Celise Rivera, and she just got not just in the winter. She was signed with Norfolk State University out of Virginia Beach. And so they're D1, Division I NCAA school, and we're very excited for her. She's got a bright future. She is very intense and skilled.
I've been to Norfolk State, by the way. She's going to have a good time.
Good.
It's a lot
Ellie
of fun.
will have a good time. Period. Yeah, she's a spark.
We had she was on the show last year, right?
Yeah.
The young lady was on the show, and you say she's a spark plug, but she's very quiet.
She is, but when she's by herself or when you push her to talk to you, she will. She's very.
I was pulling teeth, Nixie. I was pulling teeth last year to try to get her to talk.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe she just didn't like me.
She starts out shy.
Okay.
She starts out shy, but once it turns on, watch out.
Actually, she was a very nice, very nice kid. If I recall, she sat right here and just was a deer a deer person and a deer in the headlights.
I'm certain. Yeah.
We don't have a ton of time. We got about 4 or 5 minutes. Tell me about the Great Lakes. How's the conference going to be this year? What are we?
Well, now Frontier's not in the conference because we don't have basketball.
Okay.
But our region.
You play in the region,
yes,
right?
we play in the region, and we do play some of those schools. It's a tough region. We go all the way up to Peoria, Springfield, all the way down to Wren Lake, and so we've got lots of competition all the way out to Metro East at Swick.
Yeah.
And so it's a great region, lots of travel, lots of competition, and that's what we want.
Now you're kind of being easy. You've got the number one teams in the country in this in this region. I'm just why are you being so nice and easy? They play the number one team up in Champaign, right?
Yeah, Parkland.
I was having a brain
cramp.
You
have to look at it like we are going to learn from them.
Well, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. But you can also, who's going to be good besides Frontier? Parkland.
Parkland's going to be good. Lincoln Land is good. Mm-hmm. I mean, seriously, all the teams are good. But I don't know. I love that.
Yeah,
I love that, and I think I've recruited a really good class of freshmen coming in. I've got my strong sophomores, so we're going to be better.
That's that's what you're looking for, right?
Yep.
Looking for improvement each year. Yeah. I'm fascinated. I'm still fascinated by how Frontier Volleyball and for that matter all the sports at Frontier are trying to grow in an environment where there aren't a whole lot of other schools introducing sports right now, are there? I mean, you're basically you're an expansion team still in a situation where all the other teams in the region, for the most part, have been playing for decades, right?
Yes, this will be our 6th season for volleyball. Baseball's been there longer. I'm not exactly sure how many years.
7.
Okay, but yes, we're new, but. I honestly, Bruce, this is my dream job. This is literally, for me, perfect. There's nothing wrong with being the underdog, and there's nothing wrong with being the new guy.
Yeah.
In fact, I think a lot of times people underestimate what you can do.
Really?
And so I know last year we went a lot of, of course, in college you're going the best of 3. Excuse me, best of 5.
Best of 5, yeah.
And so a lot of teams we took to 5 sets because they weren't ready for Frontier to be competitive.
They were thinking that you were just going to that you were going to roll over.
Yeah, and honestly, this happens over time. The first coach from Wayne City, Marjorie Jordan. I mean, they've all added to bringing us to this point, and I hope that I get to do this for the next 12 years.
Who's on your staff? You got assistant coach?
I don't. Now I say that Erica Bishop.
Okay.
She comes as much as she can. She is a teacher over at Albion grade school, and so she's my right-hand person. When I have to bounce a idea off somebody, she's always my girl. So
folks might ask, how many girls on a college volleyball team? Do you try to carry? Do you have 20 uniforms or 30 uniforms,
nope,
or like
14.
baseball 50 uniforms?
No. No, we have. We're allowed to give 14 scholarships.
Okay.
I can take more. I could, take some walk-ons.
Sure.
But I think probably 16 would be plenty.
Yeah.
When you only have 6 positions on the court at one time. Now, you're going to rotate quite a bit because if you play a full 5 sets and you play a tri-match where you're going to play another 5, possibly, potentially.
Yeah.
You got to have people. Yeah, you got to have people. So, but I'm happy with the team we have, and so.
When do we start? Do we know? When do the scrimmages? Now, granted, it's not the full-fledged. We'll schedule that coming in January. But when do you start your scrimmages?
Scrimmages can start August 15th.
And people can go to Center Street to watch you play?
Well, that's up in the air right now because we're not sure what the rules will be for fans.
Yeah.
So we believe that they'll be able to come and watch us, but not sure.
Keep an eye on the Facebook page?
Yes.
Keep an eye on the Frontier Athletics Facebook page. There's no volleyball page, right?
No,
or is Frontier Bobcat Athletics Facebook page to stay informed when they're going to be able to play and if you can go see them play. Nixie, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
And best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
Hey, folks, thanks a lot for watching. Got to take the points tomorrow. Have a great day.